Welcome to 60 Seconds of Insane Courage, Mindset Lessons from an Introvert Speaker. I'm Trish Springsteen, and yes, I'm an introvert. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about my story. I am an introvert. In fact, way back in the Jurassic period, many years ago, I not only was an introvert, I was extremely shy. And when I left high school in those years, the thought that what I'm doing now, having my own business, speaking, training, sitting here, doing a presentation, none of those things were even on my radar. In fact, I would have laughed because that wasn't me. I was shy, I was an introvert. I didn't want to speak, and the thought of owning a business, wow, that was scary. So what's happened? My life has been a wondrous journey. And I'm going to share with you some of the milestones on that journey. Those milestones have taught me some fantastic lessons and of where I am today. And by sharing a little bit of my story with you and some of those milestones, it's my hope that some of those things may resonate. And there may be 1, 2, or 3 things that I share with you in this session that might help you to be successful in business, to be more successful in your life, to believe in yourself, and to understand where that can take you. So this is what I do now. I'm a trainer, I'm a speaker, I've been in the media, and I've won awards. I train corporate, individuals, public and private workshops. I'm a speaker online and offline, nationally and internationally. I've been in the media, been asked my opinion about speaking, I've been asked my opinion about current affairs. And I've also been honoured to win some awards, one of which I'm really proud of is the International Award for Mentoring and Coaching. I am absolutely passionate about mentoring, and I was honoured to receive that World Award. I've also received an award for an inspirational woman, and that was a big aha moment. And I guess probably bringing together all of those lessons I'd learned in my life to receive that award said to me that, wow, those lessons, this is where it's brought me to. I'm also the author and co-author, contributing author of 18 books. Again, not something that shy introvert way back in the Jurassic period would ever have thought she could do. Again, this is the end result of the lessons I'm going to share with you. 60 seconds of insane courage. 60 seconds of insane courage is what has brought me many times to be able to achieve the things that I've wanted to achieve. It's one of my favorite quotes, and the 60 seconds of insane courage has come out of that quote. That's 20 seconds to acknowledge those little voices that say, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. No one's going to listen to me. No one's going to read my books. 20 seconds to say stop to those negative voices and replace it with the positive voice. I am good enough. I believe in myself. I do have a message. I can speak. I am speaking. And 20 seconds to smile. Take a deep breath and say yes. Yes to that opportunity. Yes to getting up and speaking. Yes to sharing my business. Yes to starting a business. And amazing things will come when you do those 60 seconds of insane courage. You begin to believe in yourself. And believing in yourself is one of the basic things that you need to be doing. And it's probably one of the hardest things. It wasn't until up to about 25 years ago that I actually believed in who I was. I didn't think I had stories. I didn't think I had messages. I didn't think I was good enough. Who was I to write books? Who was I to start a business? Who was I to step up and speak? And then I found mentors, people who believed in me, people who pushed me, people who supported me. And I realized, yes, when you believe in yourself, just how empowering that is. It's probably one of the first lessons that I really believed, because when you believe in yourself, you can take that 60 seconds of insane courage and you can step up to do anything you want to in your life. So let's look at these lessons that I've learned. The first one was to understand your potential. People, we all have potential. It's a seed that sits inside us. And if we don't water that seed, it doesn't grow. So the first lesson is to realize and understand you have potential. It may be that you're just good at being able to speak. It may be that you're good at carpentry. It could be good with your hands. You could have an awesome voice. You have potential. Water that potential and let it grow. When you do that, then you're opening yourself up to achieving what you want to achieve. So understand your potential. Wow, this is a good one. This is the second lesson here. This is a big lesson. Learn from mistakes and move forward. We all make mistakes. We all have challenges. None of us is perfect. Believe me, if we were perfect, we'd be pretty boring. The thing is to realize that from those mistakes, they are lessons. Too many times, something doesn't go right and we say, oh, I'm not going to do that again. Not going to do that again. Didn't work. I'm not going to do it. I won't start my business. I won't write that book. It just isn't working. People, the big lesson is look at what doesn't work. Look at what went wrong and learn from that. Take those lessons and apply them to where you're going to go and move forward. Because if we don't do that, if we don't move forward, we're going to stagnate. There are so many things that we can learn from our mistakes, from our challenges, and they will help us move forward to grow and be more successful. Realize, the third thing, realize every morning in your life, you make a choice. You choose when you get up whether you're going to have a good day or not so good day. You choose what you're going to be doing. You choose how you react. People, the only one who has absolute control over your attitude, your responses to life, your responses to challenges is you. You are the only one that can change your attitude. You are the only one that control how you respond to things that happen to you. And when you realize that, wow, that is so empowering, because you can choose whether you're going to be successful. You can choose whether you're going to let the thought of competition or other people's thoughts affect you. You can choose how you can react to criticism. You can choose how you react to challenges. Boy, that is a massive, massive lesson to learn. And it's a massive, empowering lesson to have. Your choice over your actions and what you decide. Which leads lovely into accept responsibility for your life. Accept that you do have that choice. Accept what happens, comes out of the choices that you do. You are responsible for everything. You're responsible for the successes you have. You're responsible for the way you react to things that don't work out. When you accept responsibility for your life, you take ownership from what you're doing. Very powerful. Wow. These lessons that I've learned, I guess taking responsibility means that I take ownership. I take ownership of what I do. I take ownership of how I react to things. And that's a big lesson that I learned, because it means I can be in control of my life. I can be in control how I'm going to react to what happens in my business and how I move forward. Recognize your strengths. People, we all have strengths. It's the same as when I say we all have potential. We all have things that we are strong in. Some of us are great with numbers. Some of us are great with strategy. Some of us are absolutely brilliant with words. This is one of the lessons I learned when I was learning to speak and having the courage to get up and speak, because I didn't think I had a message. I didn't think I could. But I realized that I'm actually very good at sharing stories. I'm very good at having a conversational speech with people. I'm very good at listening to people. I had things that were good. And what I did then, when I acknowledged my strengths, then I knew the things that I weren't so good at. And I worked on those. So when it came to speaking, I knew the things that I were pretty good at, the strengths I had when getting up and speak. And I worked on those things that I needed to do to bring them together, to be able to share my message. Because one of the things I realized, people, was unless I stood up and speak, unless I owned my strengths, I couldn't change anybody else's life, because they need to hear me, either through my words, through my speaking, through my writing. So if I didn't do something and acknowledge my strengths and work on them and add to them, then the people I wanted to connect with weren't going to hear me. So find your strengths and acknowledge them. Then work on improving your weaknesses and enhancing those. Opportunity, grab every opportunity that comes. You know, I've looked back over my lessons, over my life, and there are opportunities I wish I'd grabbed, but I didn't have those 60 seconds of insane courage at that time. I didn't have that belief in myself. I didn't believe in my strengths. And so there are opportunities that I missed. But I don't miss opportunities now. I say yes. I take a deep breath and say yes, and I work out how I can make them work for me. So be aware of the opportunities in your life and have the courage. Have the courage to believe in yourself and step forward and say, yes, I will do that speech. Yes, I will start my business. Yes, I will write my book. There are a myriad of opportunities out there waiting for us. We just have to reach out and say, yes. So there's my challenge to you. Reach out and say yes to the opportunities that come by. This for me is a big lesson I learned in my life, and that's to connect with like-minded people. There's many sayings out there that you're only as good as the people that are working with you. Yep. Like-minded people are going to push you. They're going to support you. We all have in our lives people that pull us down, and quite often that's our family. They don't even realize they're doing it. I've had people say to me, you've got a business. Hey, that's just a hobby. It's not going anywhere. Why are you doing it? If I listened to them, I wouldn't be where I am today. But I have like-minded people. I have a mastermind group. I have friends, people who are ready to support me and push me and say, yes, you can do it. They encourage you. So when you surround yourself with like-minded people, they're going to help you to step up and step up and step up. Don't get rid of your friends. Of course they're there. Don't get rid of your family. They're there for other reasons. But add in those like-minded groups, because they're the ones that are going to push you. They're the ones that are going to encourage you. I have mastermind groups. I have online mastermind groups. I have a group of friends. If I've got issues, I can run things by them and they will support and push me. So gather those like-minded people, support each other, push yourselves through, take yourself out of that comfort zone and grow. This is an important lesson. Feedback matters. Be open to feedback. And I'm talking about constructive, supportive feedback that's going to push you. We don't know what we're like. We are our own worst enemies. And if you ask me and quite often I'll say, oh, that speech didn't do it very well. And I'd go home after a presentation, I'd be concentrating on the 1 minute that didn't work instead of the 59 minutes that was superb. We are our own worst enemies, and sometimes we cannot be impartial about what we're doing. So take the feedback, get constructive feedback. It will tell you what you're doing well, and it will tell you what you need to improve. And there's always room for improvement. So work on getting constructive, supportive feedback. Ask people to give you feedback. Take what you need from that, because not everybody knows how to give feedback well. So just take what you need and grow. Feedback is important. So people, are you ready? Are you ready to step into your potential, to learn from your mistakes, embrace change, take responsibility, be aware of opportunities, know your strengths, connect with and support others, and listen to feedback? Those are the major lessons that I want to leave with you today. They're the things that I've learned through my fabulous life, where I've gone from a very shy introvert to an introvert speaker, not so shy. I know and learned from these lessons how to step up and share my energy when I need to. So there's my challenge to you. Think about these lessons I've shared. Which ones resonate with you? What aren't you doing? Take these lessons, apply them to your life, and move forward. And my other challenge is take a time to step back from your own life and see what lessons have you learned. Congratulate yourself on the things you're doing well, the things that may not be working so well. Take those lessons and move forward. Most importantly, people, be yourself. You cannot be anybody else. Celebrate your uniqueness. We are all unique. Take that uniqueness, celebrate it, and use it to shine, to step out from the crowd and say, here I am. This is me. This is my business. This is who I am. And I want to connect with you. Don't forget to visit my booth in the training and coaching hall. There's tons of free stuff there for you to download. There's resources there. Love for you to come by and connect with me. And if you want to, you can contact me by email. It's trish@trishspringsteen.com. My website is all the W's, trishspringsteen.com. If you've got any questions or you'd like to know any more, I'd love to connect with you. My challenge to you is be yourself, be aware of who you are, and think about the lessons from your life. And maybe see if any of the lessons that I've just said and shared with you resonate with you, for you to be more successful, to be and own who you are. And don't forget, 60 seconds of insane courage will get awesome things from it. Bye for now.